Hello my stamping friends, this is Sandra with Krafty Kreations with Sandra. I'm coming to you today to show you the free card kit that you will be getting for any orders that you placed in July. This is the card, and there are several different prints that you may get, but it's all from the peach paper. We're going to be making it right now. I do have a new host code for the month of August. It's right here. If you place any online orders, please use that. And I also wanted to show you that the sentiment that I used is from Peaceful Moments, and that's still in the catalog. I used the happy birthday, but you can use any of these that'll fit into the label that I provide. And if you don't have anything, then you just make your own label with whatever stamp you have. Okay, I also used the, what is it called? Tasteful Labels dies, and those are also in the catalog. I wanted to point these out because look at how many labels this set has. That's like having a whole set of punches for your sentiments, and I used this one right here. It's an awesome set. You should look it up. It's in the catalog in the back section. All right, so this is, we use the Tasteful Labels dies and the Peaceful Moments stamp set. And I'm thinking, well, I'll just do a birthday card so I can keep it simple. All right, there will be a variety of papers. And so let me use this one. This is Mossy Meadow, and I'll review the measurements for you. I have a card base that measures 5.5 by 8.5, and it's scored at 4.25. And I will fold and burnish with my bone folder. Okay, so there's my card front. You see how it's a little dented right here? I'm just going to use that as a front because then I'll cover it. Then I have a piece of designer series paper from the peach paper. It's called, I want to say it's a peach, but it could be called something slightly different. Whoops, sorry about that. You're a peach. And we've used this several times. I just love this paper. Okay, so a piece that's 4 by 5.25, and that's going to go directly onto our card. We're just going to glue that on. This is a simple card, but what I want is for you to know how to make simple cards so that you never have to say, well, I don't have time to make cards. Everybody has 5 or 10 minutes to make a card such as this one. Then when you have lots of other time, then you can make more elaborate cards. Then I used this label from the Painted Labels dies. The Painted Labels dies are still in the catalog, and they've been there for a while. Let me show you. They coordinate, hold on, let me see if I can find them real quick. The Painted Labels dies. Here they are. The Painted Labels dies. And they also have several label type dies, and they coordinate with a stamp set that some of you already have. It's on page 24. It's the it's the Peaceful Moments. Ha ha ha! It's the same one that I'm using. I lost track of that. I wanted to say it coordinates with this stamp set, Painted Poppies. That's what it is. That's what those flowers are. It is the Painted Poppies. All right. Okay. Anyway, I just wanted to show you that those are still available, and I just cut this in Calypso Coral, and I'm just going to glue it towards sort of off center, but not very removed from the center. So a little to the left, okay? Then I have 2 strips, and I would like you to check your strips because I think in the first kits I made these strips a whole inch Then when I made my sample, I decided they were too wide. So then I made the rest of the kits with 3/4 of an inch. So if you have 1-inch strips, trim them to 3/4 of an inch. And they're about 1.5 inches to 2 because you're only gonna see the tips, right? Then I'm using my take a pick banner punch. Pick a banner punch. I could look it up for you. I don't remember what it's called. I'm just gonna line it up, and I want the little arrow tip. So there, I get my little arrow. And what I did, if you notice, is I put this Post-it note so I can make the piece longer. I can extend it, and then when I push it in, I can still move it back and forth, you see? So there, I'm just lining it up, centering it as best as I can, punching, and then I have my 2 little arrows, little pointing arrows. All right. And then I have that label that I showed you that I had die cut for you, and I'm going to stamp it with happy birthday, and I'm using Mossy Meadow. I'm going to put it right in the center. And like I said, you can stamp it with any sentiment, any color, anything that you have. And if your sentiment doesn't fit here, then just make one in the size that you need. This is going to go here, but the little flags are going to go right behind here, kind of like this. They could make one longer and one shorter. Kind of like this, and then I angled them. So look at what I'm going to do is I'm going to put glue right here, and then I'm going to take my 2 banners and then just put them on, and because it's still wet, I can manipulate them to however I want. I want one a little longer, a little more tilted, whatever it is you want. So there are my banners. They're gonna go here. And now I'm gonna take this whole piece, and you see how you don't need most of this? So even if you just have 1.5 inches, it'll be long enough. I'm gonna put dimensionals on all 4 corners of my label. And one in the center. And then I'm going to peel those off. And I feel like my little label here needs a little bit of glue, a little bit of help staying down. So now I'm going to take this and I'm going to center it right here, leaving some of this still visible. And you see I have about the same space here and here. So there is my card. Isn't that simple? I didn't do the inside, but you will get a white panel that will go in here. Well, let me cut it for you so you can see. And then you can also stamp it with anything, any stamp that you already have. So the panel will be 5 1/4. Oops, was cutting the wrong way. 5 1/4 by 4. And I can choose to stamp it, or I can just choose to adhere it, and I'm just going to adhere it because I didn't plan anything. But you can go ahead and stamp it before you adhere it in case you need to flip it over to the other side. And there's my finished card. And here's the other pattern. So you will get one of several different patterns in the paper. And then let me show you one that I made a mistake on, but it still looks nice. I put the little flags underneath here. So now there's this big space here, which doesn't make it wrong. It just looks a little awkward, doesn't it? So I could fill it in with a couple of punched flowers later if I want. I just wanted to show you. See, I do make mistakes, but I didn't throw it away. I can fix it. So yours will look like this, or if you want to, they could look like this. And I hope you enjoy it. Thank you for your orders. I truly appreciate it. And let me know if you have any questions. Thank you. Bye-bye.